Are we live now? Hello, Loki Trapping Adventures. We got everybody here. Miss Jackie and Jaden, Pooh Bear Trash Panda. Uh, Hope y'all are doing good tonight. Don't know who all's on yet. I must have hit something. Just sliding.
So we're waiting. Good evening, everyone. It's been a long time. So we're waiting for everyone to show up.
Yeah, we're waiting for PC Outdoors and what was it, Hunter?
Hunter, um, all around with Hunter.
All around with Hunter. Seeing if they come on. They kind of knew we were coming in tonight. So don't know if anybody's on yet. Nobody's on here yet. Well, we had a good time. We went to the Wisconsin WTA convention. Bought a few things, met some old friends, and met some new friends. Actually, we even met a few of the people that watch our videos. We were looking at some other stuff. Oh, there's PC.
Hello, PC. Good evening.
Hello.
You have to click the link so you can join.
Oh, just a minute. Forget how to do that. All right. Say good evening, PC. Alright, cool. Share the link. Share.
He's fixing to pit up groceries.
There.
Put up. Mm-hmm.
I like this Capri Sun. We have Kool-Aid
Yeah, Jaden got the Kool-Aid.
for school.
We do get the Capri Suns though. What's our favorite?
Pacific Cooler.
Yeah, Pacific Cooler. That's one of our favorites. Miss Jackie's drinking my Kool-Aid. She's wheezing my juice.
Oops. There. Better.
Yeah, a little better.
All right.
So everybody's there.
Hello, hello, hello. All right, this is just basahan na read this comment.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, we have a little bit of both that we do also. We do a little bit of private, little bit of public lands. So we do a little bit of both. Mr. Jaden, he's gonna be doing more trapping this year too. He-
He's certified. Oh, I mean, legally can do it. Where are we gonna?
well,
Oh, okay.
he's been a legal trapper for 7 years.
Read his comment book.
And me and my uncle might do some wild hog trapping if we have time.
What is wild
See,
hog?
you're supposed
Oh,
to learn
nice.
how to put it up here again.
There. Okay. There you go. Oh, I love some lechon, which is
Yeah, like a
smoked
smoked pork, but it's over more direct fire so that the skin gets nice and crispy. We don't have wild hogs up here. Somebody had released some, but I think they pretty much got them all. So it's not something we have up here, which kind of nice that they don't, because we're too much farmland up here.
In Oklahoma, we're getting run down with them.
nice.
Yeah.
Free meat.
Yeah, but it tears up a lot of land. Them
Oh,
are
really?
not like normal hogs, and they root, and they'll go through a field and root it up. And if we had them here, all the corn and everything we got would just be terrible, because we got a lot of corn. We have a lot of soybean, a lot of alfalfa, different type stuff, and it would just kill it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're gonna be here.
We'll be here.
So who's all on right now?
You can click here. Click there. Well, maybe not.
No, I won't show. No, don't touch that.
But we're starting to get things ready. I've been starting to feel a little bit better. Been a bad year for me. Been a real bad year, because man, I've been so darn sick this year. Should what?
Turn on the light. I was going to do it, but he didn't.
Yep.
See, these are so much fuller. You can see the wheeze and juice way up in there. Trying to get my Kool-Aid. Trying to get my Kool-Aid jammers.
Kool-Aid jam.
Jaden and I like these.
Jaden, the Pooh Bear.
Big Pooh Bear.
Easy would like you to go fishing, get some big fish. Big fishy. This year we just did a couple times.
But yeah, we've been over, and we were at the WTA. We got to meet some people, some old friends. With he didn't bring the cards. The guy we met that watches the channel.
I can get.
Should we show our coyote?
Oh, our coyotes.
Our little coyote?
He's up there sleeping, Blazes.
All right.
Down to 3. So I don't know who's all on. Showed a few more and dropped a few. Let us know who's out there so we can give you a shout out. And mhm. But Jaden went in and he did sawdust. What did they put a bunch of sawdust and then they put some they have some gifts and stuff out, and then they put some sawdust out, and he got to do that. And we probably should have started off a little bit more better than we did. We 8 minutes in and we really wasn't talking a whole lot. So hopefully people stick around and watch it for us. So, but we got a lot of people to be thankful for.
That's the guy. So we would love to, or we would like to mega love shout out to the guy that been one of our followers and watching our video, to Mr.
I don't know if I can get it up there.
Mr. Bob
Morris from Morris, Illinois. He actually we met him up to the show. He's part of East Fork Predator Baits. He's one of our followers. He follows us here, and we're looking at some stuff that was there, and he's like, "Hey, you're low key, aren't you?" And I was like, "Hey, yeah, that's me." He says, "Oh, I watch your channel with your wife and your son." So he kind of recognized us, and we're kind of happy about that. So we're kind of glad. So plus Miss Jackie seen something there. It said apple pie. I think she thought she was going to get some apple pie, but
smells good though.
It smelled good. Yeah, it smelled like apple pie. And I said, it's something you can't eat. It's not a normal apple pie. And so what's that?
PA Trapping and Outdoors.
Oh, yeah, didn't it just showed up now?
Showed up.
Hey, PA Trapping, how you doing?
Hello, shout out PA Trapping and Outdoors. Thanks for joining us tonight. Yeah, we just went to the WTA,
Wisconsin Trappers Association convention. We had a lot of fun. Met with a lot of people.
Met one of our subscribers, and he's actually been watching our video. So his name is Bob Rodeghero from Morris, Illinois, and he's one of the owner of the East Fork Predator Baits.
East Fork, not Est. Miss Jackie's we got to pick on her.
Yeah.
So we actually bought a couple things from them. She bought her so it smells, it smells just like apple pie. So then he had another one I'd never heard of. Yeah, we'll share his links. Jackie will put it down in. I don't know how to get his link off, but
he has an email too. I will.
But here's his.
Mostly all the way up, you see?
That's his phone number and email and stuff. And we got one. This is his bait. We got Is that his link, Mom?
No, that's our link that PC would like to join us.
Yeah. East
Okay.
Forest Predator bait, apple pie. Smells just like apple pie, so it should do good.
I will.
Plus, he had one. He said he did rather good.
I'll type his name for. His
And
name is Bob.
you should be able to find his link to where his page is. But he had a thing. I never heard of it. He made a bait or a lure actually. PA trapping. He made a lure too out of beaver livers, and it actually smelled a little sweet, something a little different. And I really wasn't going to buy too much extra stuff this year. I was just going to stick with a main, so much stuff, and that was it. But when I kind of give it a whiff, it was something different, and you know, something you can put something put in. Yeah. So and it's actually relatively cheap. I don't know. Jackie has to get it out of the thing to show, but it's a pretty decent little size bottle. Even what do we pay for this?
$5.
For this, it's a 1 pint of this apple pie. The 1 pint was $5, and the other one, it was like $10 for that. That other that he got. So
He don't that guy don't have I don't know if he has a YouTube, but he just have an email.
well,
and
he's one of our
it's
things,
for
but
predators.
yeah, this is what he got. What we did. Oh, if I can get it in there. He called it Coyote food lure, and man, this is like a 4-ounce little bottle, and for $10, it comes with a little squeezer thing. He said just shake it up, squeeze a little bit to the hole, and he says it works real well. It's something a little bit different, you know.
And he said that's one of his best seller because we interview him too.
Yeah,
You know.
we'll be having some. You didn't put all his address and
Oh,
stuff.
I didn't put the address
So,
or number.
but he should be on our. He should have his own YouTube channel too. You know, that is something you'd have to look up. But we PC, did you see the link there to join? You know, the thing is I was gonna buy the boys some PC, and she said he can't click it, Mom.
Oh, okay.
That link.
All right, I will.
Your screen.
Oh, okay, I'll try here. Oh, it won't. What the? Oh, you share.
Mom,
I'm just going
what
to
PC
share.
said.
Yeah, she's trying to figure it out. She forgot how to do it all from last year.
Try
Putting it
putting
in
in
the description.
description. Okay, I'll see. I'll try.
But yeah, he said it works pretty good. It was one of his better sailing. He's talking.
What's up, Trish Panda?
Yeah, I'm the only one got a Bobcat permit this year. But he got a Fisher tag. So hopefully we can get some Fisher, because It's the one thing that I haven't gotten. They keep avoiding me.
I forgot.
We're trying to figure out how to get the link up. Jackie put the link. That should have.
It won't click it actually.
Is that the link up there?
No,
Clock.
No.
no.
Just a minute. That's right in my.
Figure you'd had this all down. Yes, we don't. I don't know how to do it. Jackie's the computer one.
I didn't know how to share before we live.
Hello.
See, our season runs long. It starts the 15th of oh,
Just a minute.
hello Dark 30. How you doing? Well, we've tried different stuff. We put beaver, fish, yeah, you name it. We put it in. Beaver, muskrat. It always seems like I catch something else besides the fisher. I've caught bobcats in them and everything else, but we always seem to miss the good stuff that I want. And usually we catch the bobcats after we already got all our tags filled, and this year we got one tag. So we got one tag that's all we can do is get one for each for bobcat, and then next year Jackie and Jaden will probably have a good chance. Yeah, I've got some of the hellfire. I tried last year. I stuck that up on the branch, and that stuck right to the tree real well.
Oh, there you go.
Paste.
Let's try that one.
I click that one.
Yeah, I've used hellfire. What's that other one I got? Skunk junk. I tried skunk junk. Hellfire. I use a little bit of my Gator LDC sometimes. What else? Here.
It showed. Here we go. And then you
Hello,
just need to
PC.
add
That's
to
your screen.
Hey y'all.
Yeah,
Hey, how
there
you
you
doing?
go.
Where's my
You
fix?
figure it out, boy.
There we go.
Yeah, and Gusto too. I got a Gusto I try. And we try a little bit of everything, but man, even pure quill I've put up there to help, but it's not done so well.
I was told for Fisher by, the big dude up in that like does all the trapping in Oklahoma, right? I was told by him if you take a conibear, like the smaller ones for like raccoons,
Yeah,
and put
160s or 220s.
he says to put one of those in front of a box, and then we have striper down here, and he takes the red meat of a striper and dips one of them in Hellfire by Dunlop Lures, and he dips one end of it and he throws it in there, and he puts it up by like a creek bank, and then he says that works good for him.
We do that too. It's just that we seem to catch bobcats all the time. That's how Pooh Bear got his bobcat last year, along a creek edge. We actually had beaver meat with some turkey feather and woodchuck. with some gator LDC and skunk jump up on the branch, because the skunk junk and the hellfire, you could stick that
Yeah.
to the branches and it actually does really, really well when it comes down to washing away. It doesn't, it stays there. Even after we take our stuff out for the 10-day deer season. So my traps are out like for about a total of 12 days. And I'll go to put the stuff back, and that stuff will be sticking up there. I might just have to rub it a little bit just to get the crust off, and that smell just bursts back out again. We
Well,
got
see, for me, whenever I caught my coyote, I had it on that pocket set. Wait, no, that's a pocket set. No, that's for raccoons. Hold on.
Maybe bacon.
Cubby set. That's what I caught it on. I had a dead sparrow in the back of it, but I had a liquid LDC up on the top branch.
Yeah. Well, we also got what's that one we got from no, we picked it up. You actually said we better get an extra batch of it for us.
My hair is not fixed.
No, it's
Is there a way that y'all can put the chat up
this
on the
stuff
screen?
here.
Or
This, I don't know if you can see this. It's Reusaat's Fatal Breath.
What?
yeah.
What is
This
that?
stuff is it's some nasty stuff. It's you get this on your fingers and you'll want it. I mean, I can smell it. It's holy criminy. That's oof.
You better
That-
not open.
yeah, you don't even want to open it. Matter of fact,
Just
it's on my fingers again.
Yeah.
I got this on my fingers last year, and
Yeah, it will take forever.
I crawled up in bed, and Jackie's like, "Did you go take a shower?" And I said, "You see me just get out." She's like, "Oh, you stink like skunk still." It like it took it almost a week to get off my hands.
Like
Every time I want to go to
like
eat
me
or
with the
see-
fox urine?
What's that?
Like me with the fox urine?
Fox urine I can live with, because it'll eventually go away. But man,
See, this year I'm trying to catch a gray fox.
Great fox.
gray fox, right?
Yeah.
That's something
Gray
that evades
fox.
me. We don't
See,
have a
gray
lot
fox.
here. Yeah, we don't have a lot of them here, but I've had a few of them where they came in by my traps, but they either were too light to trip it off or they missed the edge of it. And every year they miss me.
Do y'all put do y'all clump up dirt and put guides around your trap or no?
Yeah, there's different things I do. And PA trapping. Yeah, we got we can use 160s, but we can have them out on the trails and stuff, but our 220s, we gotta have them back 10 inches in a box, kind of the same way, unless they're in waterways.
For us, you're not allowed to have any type of body grip trap unless you get your nuisance control license.
See, we're allowed to use them. 330s, 220s, 280s. You can use them in the water. 220s, they got to have a reset.
See, for us, we're not allowed to use snares or conifers.
Yeah. PA can come on up. PA Trapping, you can come on up and talk if you like.
I will send it.
There's a way
The
you're
link.
supposed to be able to
There.
post it, and it's supposed to be at the top.
It's already.
I know it, but there's supposed to be a way you're supposed to be able to.
I can here. I will put it in there.
But
I will pin it.
Man, my hair looks weird.
see, we're allowed to use them. 330s, they have to be half underwater. 220s, you can have them half underwater, but then you can have them in boxes, but they gotta have 10 inches recessed, and
See,
they're
like
so
for us, like Orchlands and like all the stores that sell trapping stuff around us, they sell conibear traps. So I'm like, you're just tempting me to get $1,000 ticket.
yeah. See, here
Yeah.
we're allowed to do a lot of that. I mean, some states are a lot more liberal with it. Even Illinois, you're allowed 220s, and we're not on land.
Hey, Joshua Villa
Josh,
Garcia.
shout out. Thanks for joining us.
You're about to pass out at 7:32.
He's another hour ahead of us, so
Oh,
it's like 8:30 there. He might have had to get up early to head
see,
off.
I also got a kayak, so that flathead I've been going for is
I can.
like the flathead I've been going for. I can now. You okay? I think my mom dropped a pan, but
Oh, she don't drop it on you, right?
I don't think so. But
Let's hope not, huh?
I mean, the kitchen's all the way in there, so I wonder if she has a teleportation device. Anyways,
Well, Mr. Pooh Bear here, we buy him a different type tail every year we go. I messed he got his one messed up, and this one I don't know, it looked better what it was, but it's a mink tail. He's got a mink tail here. The one he had last time was better, but it's somehow it got stepped on or something and broke. And then he got an Arctic fox this year.
oh,
And
that's cool.
he puts them on his backpack. He puts them on his backpack and takes them to school. His backpack is full of different type tails. So we got
See, like
him.
for me, the next coon I catch, I'm gonna snip off its tail, and I'm gonna make a little keychain out of it for my backpack.
Yeah, that's kind of what this is a keychain can be too, because it's got the got a little thing on it. It's just that we had a better tail last time. I think this one might have been home tanned, but because it stays flared out a little
One
more.
thing I do need to get though is some. I need to get fleshing beams. That way,
Yeah, them aren't so cheap. I know.
and I can.
I know. I just bought a new one because my old one was so old, and I hadn't really did a lot of fleshing and stuff till
Like,
last year. And mine I had was well over 20 some years old.
wow.
And it wasn't up to newer specs. It wasn't up to newer specs. So I actually bought one from what is it? Top Lot Stretchers from Leon Winshittle and his wife Denise. I
See,
actually
I
went to
have a possum and I have a possum stretcher, and then I have a raccoon and fox stretcher. Like they're wire stretchers. Those are the only two like things I have.
PA is
But
asking you if you have a tail stripper, PC.
no, I don't. For that I use I take a piece of rebar and where the tail is, stick it in between, and I just pull down.
That's cool. It will work.
Yeah, I don't know. We have. That's not it there. No,
I don't even
No.
know what a tail stripper is.
Hold on.
It's like it's an orange thing.
Oh yeah, you
It's,
just clamp it on and kind of just.
it's got a little. It's got a hook like that with a thing that you hook into the tail, and then you just
Yeah.
strip it right down, and then it actually cuts it for you, so you don't have to take a knife and kind of whittle it back down. It slices it up real well.
I made them out of wood.
Yeah, like for me, I just take a file or like something like a long bar, but I prefer it to be metal, and I just stick it like in between where the tail connects to the body, that little hole, and I just get it and I pull down.
Yes. I use I have a longer one, but I got a shorter one somewhere, and
It should be there.
yeah, it's probably here in my mess. I got a mess everywhere, so I got stuff
I accidentally
everywhere.
exited out of it.
But it's just you put your finger in it and you get it. And it's got like a razor blade in it.
Mm.
Oh,
Kind of like
the fur
kind of
off
like
a
a
bone.
gutter for deer.
Oh, he's talking about
For the
tail stripper. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about a stripper. It actually takes the bone, the fur out of the bone. You know, the
Oh
bone of
no,
the tail, where you
yeah,
you put it around and then you peel. It peels uh the tail right off of the bone. That's what he
my
was
neighbor's
talking.
dogs are starting to sound like coyotes.
Probably coyotes out there. We have them too. We actually live in the city, but the end of the block is where our county line starts, and we hear them down there all the time. Matter of fact, Pooh Bear wants to show you his stuff.
All right. We've got a weasel here. Closer.
Yeah, get it
Y'all
closer
are
there.
cutting out for me.
He's got a
What's that one?
weasel.
That's
That's
a
a
Little
weasel.
weasel. Yep, it's a weasel that he's got here.
This is a silver fox. Oh, that's way too big.
Oh, that's
Shit.
cool.
That's a silver
Where's
fox.
silver?
Then it coyote.
Yep. Is that
And
the whole
this,
coyote or no?
no, that's
it's
just the
a
tail. This one
Yeah.
here, this is a specialty one. This is a Siberian Bobcat.
Whoa.
The
So
tail
kind of
is
like a lynx.
probably, oh, this is bigger than a lynx. This thing is almost a foot long. Figure it goes from here to here. You can
Wow.
see it's a Siberian, and this was his mink he had, and
It's like that much longer.
yeah, it was longer, but it got pulled apart. So, but he's happy with them. He loves taking them to school with him all the time.
My brothers, the raccoons that I catch, I take those limb loppers. You know what I'm talking about? Like you just with your limbs. I take those and I cut the feet off some of my raccoons, and I take the bone out and I fill it up with salt. And whenever it's done, I pour it out and I clean all the salt out, and it gets all the fat rendered. And I just take it and put it on their backpack. I tie it on. They like showing that to their friends.
Nice.
Have y'all ever eaten raccoon?
No.
No, I've had people that have, but nah, that's one thing I've never really tried raccoon. Oh, he disappeared there.
Wow.
He should.
Yep. The link is back.
Yeah, we'll see if he comes back.
I don't know what happened.
Well, we just posted the thing again. You can just click on and we'll get you back. It happens. Sometimes you get kicked. Jaden's drinking all my Weezer juice, all my Mountain Dew.
There he is.
Angle, but
Robert. Oh, there's
I don't know what's
Robert.
happening.
Hello.
That's Rob, the guy from that we met. He owned
Yep.
this. Hi, Mr. Bob. Good evening. Shout out. Here he is.
There's Mr. Bob.
He is the owner of. See you then.
East Fork Predator Bait. You can join the link if you want there, Bob. Robert, you can. We just put the link there if you want to join on up with us. He's the guy we talked to. He recognized me at the Trappers Convention. He said, "Hey, you're low key, aren't you?" And so we kind of started talking to him, and he told us a little bit about some of his
Is that
his bait.
apple pie, a what's it called? Raccoon bait or is it predator?
Yeah,
A raccoon.
he does a little bit of both. This one here is actually apple pie. I think Jackie just heard apple pie and thought she was going to get an apple pie to eat.
Smells good. I would love to try it, and me and Pooh Bear gonna try it this year.
Yeah,
And
'cause
I'll let you know.
Usually I'll be
It
putting in
smells
the
good.
I'll be putting in the raccoon stuff, and or they'll put in the raccoon stuff while I'm hitting the canine sets in.
Mhm.
But
Smells
it
good.
actually smelled just like hot apple pie. I mean, it smelled so strong and good. And then this one here he had,
You can
if I
smell
can
it.
get the
You can
label
s-
right.
You can smell it here now, Dad.
It's this one here is made with beaver livers he gave me that I'm gonna try.
You can smell
This
it.
year, I'm hoping to get 3 coyotes. That's my goal.
Oh, you can get them. They're pretty easy once you start figuring. Are you still there, Robert?
You can click the link and you can join us because Mr. PA Trapping and Outdoors would like to get your link.
There's the link again. This is one of the kids we were telling you about that at the show where we're gonna be we got some boxes of stuff that we're gonna be sending you.
Well, thank
Sending stuff to. And we actually I talked with my buddy Bryan down at Southern Snares and Supply,
Mhm.
and he actually hooked you guys up with some lures actually. He if I can get it in right.
With a
It's called Wicked Vixen Gland Lure.
Is that for
Can you
fox?
see that? For fox, yes. But the thing is everything eats a fox too. So I mean, you'll catch coyotes with it.
Yeah, I was
And
watching that on Carolina Coyote's YouTube channel. I was watching that on there, and he said that's what he puts at all his sets. He sells them live, and
this is
that's
the
what he
other.
uses for all his sets.
It's called Double Ugly. It's
So
called Double
That's
Ugly.
my brother.
Huh?
Huh?
that's my
Is that your brother?
You're
Yeah, it's
funny.
some Double Ugly.
That's Loki.
Yeah,
Double ugly.
she says that now after we've been married 11 years. But when we were dating, she said that I was the beauty and she was the beast. And I asked her if she needed my glasses.
So we would like to say
Yeah,
thank you so much for our sponsor from
Southern Snares
Southern
and
Snares and
Supply,
Supply
Bryan.
from Bryan.
He
He
donated this.
donated this one for the kids.
Yep, for you,
for PC and Hunter.
Hunter. Yep.
Uh,
He
For you
I
guys.
bought
Yep.
I bought liquid LCD from them.
You did.
Yeah,
We actually
the Gator LDC.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Well, no,
you met him?
yeah.
You met Bryan?
No, I haven't met them, but like I go to their website.
oh you,
Oh,
just
you
got
bought
it.
some from them?
Good.
Yeah,
You see, because I wanted to get you some, but he ran out. And I should have known to have him save some
Order.
because I was going to get some for you and one for Hunter, like for our giveaway.
yeah.
And
Well,
that
do you
that
know
is
who?
my favorite. What's that?
Do you know who won Blakely's giveaway?
No, I hadn't even heard, but
Yeah, he did. He did a giveaway. He hit 1,000 subscribers, and he was giving away a dozen traps.
Nice.
nice. we haven't. Man, still under 500. We got a lot taken away from us for some reason, and I don't understand why. But you know, this year we should be up and over. We'll probably hopefully hit over 1,000 this year. I mean, we pretty much almost have the hours and stuff. But also another gentleman, part of my I told you I got my fleshing beam from Leon Winchell with Top Lot. He's actually one of the people a part of LKL Trapping Adventures. He's one where I went to school. He taught me how to be a better fleshing. Well, three of them there. There was three instructors there, but one of the other instructors there, this here. I don't know if you can read that or not, because it's Reusaat, Lesel Reusaat.
For dog proofs? Yeah. See, about dog proofs, I only have 2 of them, so I'm saving up about $200 to get the dog proof, and I don't want to be hauling around the stakes all the time. And I only really trap in wooded areas anyways. So I'm going to get me some of those cables, you know, that go around the trees, and you slide the dog through it. I'm going to get me some of those with about a dozen dog proofs, because those are the easiest things whenever I take up my brothers and new people trapping. Like, I brought up my cousin and we did dog proofs and she caught a coon, and she was like, whoa.
Yeah. We also, another little thing is, I have, what do they call those? Wolfang. I have Wolfangs on mine. All you have to do is click that link, Robert. Just click that link above you and you can join on. You see where it says Low Kia Trapping? It says the StreamYard.com 8N2A. Just click that and then we'll get you on.
Shout out to RCJ Mommy Lean. Thank you for joining us and thank you for the thumbs up.
But what I'm thinking is going
we got one of these and one other for we got 2 different ones. Lesel Reusaat donated this one for you and one for Hunter. So he's another one it's not really our sponsor, but he helps.
He's my sponsor. He's me and Hunter's sponsor.
Getting started. Yeah, so he donated to help things, you know, because I told him, hey, look, we have a couple kids coming along, and we're trying to, you know, help them out, get them some baits, lures, different stuff, and see that one you got. Get the other one.
Right. But I'm gonna save up probably about $100, between $100 and $200, and try to get me about a dozen dog proofs, a dozen to half dozen. That way I can, you know, trap more and stuff, because as of right now I only have 2. So I'm gonna get those, and I'm going to be setting them. I want to set 3 on public property, and then I want to set 12 on my uncle's, because he has trail cam footage of about 100 coons at his deer feeder.
Nice.
Right. We're going to be sending you a few of these.
Oh, thank you so much.
May not be this particular one, and that's when I was talking with Lee, and he says, hey, you're going to be sending him some dog proofs? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, well, here, I got this. And that's when he gave me those. So we're going to be sending you one and sending Hunter one. These are Diablo. They're Diablos, and they are really good. I put these here on it, and then I put the Wolfang stakes. The Wolfang stake, I attach it to it, but you got to make sure you wrench this down.
See those
The
those quick links right there? I take those quick links, and for my coyote traps and stuff, they have the heavier duty ones at O'Reilly's that they use for like machinery and stuff. And I get them in like 8 at a time, but I also give them to my brothers on the trap line because they get bored. So I just let them sit there and, you know, fidget with them or whatever. Just run around and throw them at each other. So I lose a lot of them, but they're like 45 cents a piece at O'Reilly's. But I
Right.
like getting the ones that are 145-pound hold.
Yeah, I don't. These are actually over that, the one I have here. But you just got to make sure you tighten them. And the nice thing is if you will use the wolf fangs when you have them on here,
You can just
you can take
take those off
fencing.
and take your trap with you.
You can take fencing nails. You can take fencing nails and actually pound the nail into the tree around. You know, you pack it in. You know, you get a. You know, they're those rounded ones. You just pack it around it, and then you just tap that in to a tree
Yeah.
or something laying an old heavy log laying down. You attach it to it. I had problems using chains. I have one here that has the chain, and I had an issue with it.
I have a
I had
question.
issues. But see, I got chain here. I got just straight chain that I used, and here's the link. But the bad thing is if it's too long, or if the cables are too long, they can wrap it up around something, and then they can pull themselves out of it.
Yeah.
If
My
they can pull
question
themselves out, it's not good.
is, I have some people that like are around me and saying that I shouldn't be using dog proofs because they are they're too aggressive and whatever. And I tell them, well, I do it for nuisance, and it's a round bar against another round bar, so it really doesn't hurt them that bad. And the way I euthanize, it kills them like that instantly. Well, whenever I say that, they say, well, how about this? I break your wrist, tie you up to a tree, and have you sit there for 12 plus hours. See, the thing is, I don't understand how to respond to that because, like, yeah, I guess that's true, but it doesn't break their wrist. They're just held there.
No, it holds you there gently. It holds them there. It doesn't bother them. You know, and when people get like that, just say, well, you know, that's your opinion and you're right to it, you know.
Yeah.
We'd say the same thing, you know, and you know, there's not a whole lot you can do. I mean, you always find the antis, but these hold them. But the thing is if your stuff is too long, and
Can't they wrap around something and just slide their hand out? Like,
Hello.
there he is.
Finally made.
This is one of our youth that we're sending them some stuff. This is PC Outdoors. He's a young youth trapper that he's just starting out, and him and another fella that watches our channel, Hunter, we're going to be sending them a bunch of stuff. And we were telling them about your apple pie. Jackie's over here still licking her lips, thinking she's going to get to eat it, you know. So, and we were telling them that we met you
It's good, a little.
there at the Trappers Rendezvous.
you know that Trapper J's coon syrup or whatever it is?
I've
do
never
I-
tried any of this stuff.
Do I know him?
I like, have you ever used that? Because I have, and I think it works really good. But me and my brothers made a bet who could make the most 3-point shots in a row. I messed up by 1, and I had to eat. I had to take a toothpick and swirl it around in there and suck the toothpick off.
Yeah.
Oh,
It tastes like old people candy.
yeah, it's good stuff. I mean, he makes good bait and good lure.
Yeah, Blakely's Trapping Supplies sent me 2 of his baits, his Trapper J's All Predator, and then he sent me 2 of his lures. I forgot what they're called. I think it's All Predator lure. And then he sent me some of his dog-proof coon syrup. Yeah, it's called coon syrup.
Well, Loki, if you and your guest get me the information, I can send you out some more bait. I can send you out some of my best beaver based predator bait and some more lure.
All right, we can get you that. We can get you that up to there. See, there you go. What do you say to that, PC?
Thank you. And here, 1 second. Let me grab something.
He caught one coyote this year, and he wants to set a goal of getting at least 3, but I think he's going to do better than 3.
Yeah.
He started pretty good.
Well, I mean, if you catch one, there's more around. He can catch them. Obviously, he knows enough where to set the trap to catch one. If you caught one last year, I would definitely go back to the same area, use the same, and you should be successful.
I have permission at the area that I got my coyote on and basically all my raccoons. But then the guy decided to start leasing it out. So he said if I wanted to trap on it, I had to pay him $1,000 a year. And I'm not. I am
Yeah.
not.
No,
Especially where I live half a mile away from public land.
no, that'll never work. Don't ever pay anybody to trap. They, in fact, should be paying you.
See, but on my channel, whenever I hit 500 subscribers, which I know is going to be a while, I'm going to give away this Bridger 165 rubber jaw.
Yeah,
See?
very good.
I got it at Bass Pro Shop for like, it was on clearance. But
What kind of trap do you use?
Duke #2 dogless square jaw offset.
Okay, I'm a MB man, the MBs, but I like the 650s.
I want to try the Duke 550s. I put
Yeah.
my hand in one at Orchlands. I didn't have enough money to buy it, but I put my hand in one at Orchlands, and it felt a lot better than it did whenever I put my hand in the Duke #2.
Well, I don't. I mean, I've caught my thumb in a 650, and the thumb isn't very pleasant. But the reason
Really?
I use 650 is I'm from Illinois, and we get some pretty harsh winters because I'm in the northern part. And I like the 650 because if you get a little bit of frost on, and I use a lot of peat moss, but if you get a little bit of frost, those things will come up through the ground and give you an extra day or two. So that, I mean, it is a big trap. It's hard if you're trapping fox, and we don't have too many fox around me. Matter of fact, for every 100 coyote catch, I may catch 1 fox.
See, I had the leader fur bearer of Oklahoma come down. He's a leader of our Fur Bearer Association of Oklahoma. He came down and gave me some lure and bait, and gave me a couple tips and tricks.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that Duke #2s had night latch. So
Yeah.
I had not been night latching my traps. And
that makes a difference. I mean, but it should still go off. But I mean,
yeah,
you want to set.
That's how I caught mine. It wasn't night latch, like it wasn't all the way down. But we're allowed to use all the way up to 8.5-inch jaws. So
Yeah,
I just don't like big because just in case I catch a dog.
You can use 8.5-inch jaws on the land.
Yeah, on land. Wait, no, 7.5, 8.5 or 7.5. Yeah. It's one of the two.
Illinois is 6. So
we're allowed to use pretty big traps because around here we're allowed to trap coyote, raccoons, possums, anything besides fox, and bobcat.
Yeah.
We're allowed to trap all year long.
All year long? No.
Yeah, they got a lot of bobcat down
I
there,
see.
down that way. You know, a lot of predators.
PA said I got some
I've
castor.
never.
We have so many coyotes down here that a lot of people take them and go in a helicopter and find packs of them while they're way up in the air, and then come down with AR-15s and just bam, 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 bam. They'll get
Yeah.
like 50 coyotes at a time.
Well, that's not too good for the trapper if they're doing it in your area, because that's definitely
We
Cut
have
in-
too much woods in my area. That's for the plains of Oklahoma.
yeah. Well, okay. Hey, Loki, you want to, if you can get me any information, I don't know how you would do that.
Well, we got your email.
We got
have-
your email.
Yeah, from your card.
Is that the
Great.
same?
Just
Yeah, we
send-
got your email, and we actually showed your card too on there, and we'll put your link in somewhere down below.
you send me your contact information, and I'll get you out a care package of some dynamite baits and lures, and you can forward it on to anyone you want to.
See, if y'all do that, of course, I shout a lot of the people that help me out with all my videos anyways. Like, I shout out Loki, Blakely, all the people that send me stuff, I give them a mention, or, like, I mention them in my description, and I mention them in my video, so, like, you won't really be doing it for anything. I mean, you probably won't gain much out of it, but you're helping out a young trapper, so I just want to say thank you.
Well, I got my young trapper right here, and actually, we got this young trapper too. She's been at it a few years. Last year, she put her own in the ground herself. Yeah, and we got our little coyote here, our little baby coyote right there. You know,
Yeah.
and but
I
you know, as far as trap
Five
wise goes, I started using that MB 550 not MB, no BS K9 Junior.
Yep.
And as far as I'm concerned, there's not another American made trap out there that can stand a lick to it, really.
Yeah.
I mean, they're so heavy duty and thick. I mean, the base plates on them
Oh my God.
are super thick. They're double almost of what any
Yep.
other is. And I got MB 550s, I got Duke 550s. You know, I got Bridgers.
I used those one, but
Yeah, she was using that because they're a little bit lighter. Because
lighter in.
the springs on those things, I had a friend got his thumb caught in it twice, and it wasn't in the offset part neither where he got caught. And needless to say, he had to go to the hospital a couple times and get it bled off. So
Yeah.
he wasn't real too happy, but
I bet
I
not. The only thing with the no BS traps, I mean, they're good traps. They're definitely a good solid trap. I myself prefer a trap with a smaller round pan than the oblong pan going across the whole jaw. And also, I like the 650s because they're dogless. There's no dead spot on them at all. And I know it might be an insignificant thing, but if the coyote does bridge the free jaw and the pan and trip it at the same time, he'll jump right out of it. And you may get a toe catch, but most of the time it'll push them right out. And also on the dog traps, you got a little dead space there. I mean, like I say, it's an insignificant thing, but it's just my preference. And those traps are all good. Every one of them you mentioned are all good. I prefer the U.S. made ones myself, but Duke, they produce a good trap also. They've gotten a lot better.
Yeah, I got no problem with the Duke 550. I mean, honestly, I like the square pan on it a little better than I did the round because it gives a little bit more edge. but I do like the dogless of the No BS.
Yeah.
But I also use wire screen pans. So if they do miss the pan, it still pushes the pan down, and you got them locked. We had zero missed catches or zero tripped uh, uh, of the no BS. We
Yeah.
had none this year. Jackie with the Duke 550 and the MB 550s, we had a few that were tripped off, so it might have been just slight misses or whatever happened to be, but I still got no problem with any of those traps. I mean, if that's what I got, that's what I'm using,
And
Yeah.
you're used to it.
Yeah, and the thing is it's what you got to get used to.
Sure.
You got to get used to the trap you like. If you don't like the trap you're using,
Yeah.
it isn't gonna matter.
That's what I mean, that's why I say it's it's a fine little detail that led me to just the traps that I used, the 650. Used other traps that were good, yes. Have I used other traps that were bad? Yes. But you settle on what you're kind of, like you said.
And what you can afford.
And that has a lot to do with it. I mean, throughout the whole process, first starting traps were cheap, but so were wages. I mean, I'm working for 90 cents an hour, and the trap cost me 70 cents. I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot now when you're only
Right.
making an hour. You buy very many traps. But
Right. Yeah. Especially when, well, I think the Dukes are going for what, 185, and then the Bridger and the No BS. Most of them are 230 a dozen anymore, and it's up
Yeah.
there.
The
Yeah, you
Bridger
can sign up and join us. Just click the link.
He said he was tired.
Oh,
the Bridger
can't-
number 2 is way more expensive than the Duke number 2 dogless, because the Duke number 2 dogless is like $11.50, $11.50, $12 a trap. The Bridger and the No BS, they are like $18 and $19 a trap, and it's just I can get more, and they end up working. And if I catch a raccoon, like the way that I have them set, I can catch anything in them.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I like.
I think mine just cost. I got the juniors. I do have some, which they consider the number 3, which is like the 650. They're not the juniors. They're just the canine extremes. I do have a few of those. I use those more for private property, because we particularly do a lot of our trapping, working for the government. We have to have a number 2 or smaller.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
so we have to hit the juniors of some kind. So that's where we stick with those.
Sure.
I mean,
With what you
you
have
know,
to. I trap all private farms. They're all private property.
right.
So I have a problem there. And I do my research as the farmer and any farm animals he had, particularly dog or cats. If they roam free, I won't trap his farm. Because I know I have farmers tell me that, well, they stay in the farmyard, they don't go anywhere. But when it's time and that farmer's and the dog's free run, he doesn't know where he goes. And I definitely do not want to catch farm dog. So
Yeah.
I'm very particular about what farms I choose. Right now, with the population of coyotes the way they are in Illinois, I can trap just about any place. All I got to do is go up, and they all want rid of the coyote. The only problem I have is that the farmer is allowing deer hunting, and they lease it for deer hunting. The deer hunters and trappers don't get along because the deer hunters figure that we're spooking their deer, and if they would only do the research and get educated, they would find out the trapper good for their deer populations and also turkey and other wild game. But
Yeah, they eat a lot of turkey eggs.
yeah,
In Oklahoma, some people did a research on turkey. They put some cameras up beside turkey nests, and they saw that let's say a turkey laid 10 eggs. Okay, out of the 10 eggs that the turkey laid, 8 of them were eaten by a possum or raccoon.
yeah, wow. You're from Oklahoma?
Yes, sir, southern Oklahoma.
Do you know the McGalen Opal, Bitter Outfitters or Supplies?
Sorry, can you say that again? You're cutting up.
Pardon?
Can you say that
Yeah,
again?
you
You're
broke up there a little bit. He didn't understand you.
Okay. A fella named Galen Opal. He's
No, sir.
got Bitter Creek Supplies in Oklahoma. Buys a lot of. I don't know where that.
I'll look, but I'm friends with the leader of the Fur Bearers Association, and he came down for like 3 hours and showed me some tips and stuff, and he gave me some stuff to help me get started into trapping. In
Who-
all,
who-
his name's
Who was that came down and helped you out?
the leader of the Fur Bearers Association of
okay.
Oklahoma.
All right. Well, if you've got my information, Loki, and
Yeah.
you give me an email, and I'll get some stuff out to you and one of your subscribers there. If you give me his information, or if you give him my email, I'll make sure he gets some stuff too.
All right. All right. We can do that.
We'll put that in our description.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, he started watching us, and he really started interest. We were there for his first catch last year. He's proud. He's an up and coming trapper, and you know, I think if you watch some of his videos too, I think he shot him an armadillo the other day.
Oh yeah.
Gonna make one of those space hats to keep the aliens out, you know.
Well, I'm gonna put her out, but I'm gonna say it was really nice seeing you down at up at the Wisconsin Trappers Association, and it was. I mean, at my end, I always see people come by, and I saw you, and I said, I know that guy. I know you from someplace, but I'm thinking. I mean, I sell stuff to so many people, and I talk to so many people, and I'm racking my brain trying to remember. And then when you did come across the front of my stand, and I saw your son and your lovely wife, it hit me like a hammer. I said, "You're low."
Yeah, yeah, and we get that every year. We've only been. Will be our third year going, and we figure we'd have more people, subscribers, but it's every year we go, and every year, people recognize us, and that's kind of nice too.
You got a good channel. Keep it up. I think things will come your way.
Well, we appreciate it, and we appreciate everything you're doing, and Jackie's ready to start using some of that apple pie.
Yes, for sure.
Because she's drooling over it already. I think she's ready to get the spoons out.
Tell her to save some for the raccoons.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I'll show you.
It was good talking to you. Nice meeting you.
Okay. Take care.
Take care, and thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
God bless. Bye. See?
So,
wow, there's
look at
another
there.
one. PC.
Yeah, that's one we met up there at our convention, and he said we're going to get him your email, and he's going to be sending you. We'll get him your address and email, and we'll have he'll be sending you up some stuff. He's got some really good beaver base baits. He said he was going to get you some of his best stuff. He's the one that we were telling you about if I can get it, I'm not good at adjusting.
You just gotta get up to the light.
Right here, this is the one. It's made with beaver livers. He kind of talked me into buying that one, and I'm kind of
Would like to try it?
yeah, I wasn't really looking to buy much anything, but you know,
Does
he
he have
kind
a
of
lot?
like talked me right into getting some of that to trying it.
See, that's how the Bass Pro employee was. He was like, I was like, well, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go for the cheaper combo. He's like, well, I mean, this one over here has the depth counter just in case you start fishing off a kayak or a boat. You want to know how deep the water is if you don't have a thing. I'm like, you're right. My dad was talking about getting a kayak.
Yeah. And one thing you need to do is like I do, is when I make a bait, or make a set, I mark down,
What you
where it's at, and I mark down what bait and lure and if any that whatever I use, I mark it down for each and every one. That way you go back and say, oh, what did I put here? That way you always have a fresh memory of what's there.
for me,
Um,
if I take the
Jackie
video,
also wants to show you a little something. Get that. You can get the.
what I wonder where Hunter is.
I don't know.
We messaged him, but he did not reply, or he did not.
I have a bag kind of like not as wide. It doesn't have as many pockets.
This one has pockets all the way around. It's all the way around. It's got inside pockets. This one here, I put stuff in it last year. But I'm only going down. I scrunched everything down to one bag. This one, so I had one. One is brand new. I have, and that one's been used. I just put a few baits and stuff in it last year, and I just kind of to hold it. So one of you will get that. It's still it's a $30 bag when you
You
go
could,
if you have to buy them.
that-
So
you
if
know,
you get it, don't think bad, because it might have a little sand or something in it. It might bring you luck, especially with all the stuff. I mean, that we got for you guys. I mean, I
I
took stuff. I got a few things.
like
Um,
if it wasn't for you, Blakely, and Mark J. Larson Outdoors, PA Trapping, and all of y'all, I would probably still be hooked up on video games because
yeah, but-
before I started trapping, I used to do streaming for video games like all the
Right.
time.
See,
4
and
or
we have
5.
a lot of different urines here too. This is one I kind of did myself. It's Coyote P. I don't know if I can't get it right. There. It says Coyote P with glands. So I mixed it myself. I took some coyote gland and I mixed it, and I did the same thing. This one actually a friend of mine gave me because he ain't gonna use it's some red fox urine. That doesn't have any of the stuff in it. Um and I just put this is I put red fox with glands. It's going to be in a Reusaat bottle. I saved the bottles and mixed my own because a lot of times I was buying it. But
See,
there is.
I caught mine with a little bit of red fox urine in it.
Yeah, red fox. Most of my red fox that I have, I put glands in it. I got some coyote with glands. Actually, I started going with Lesel Reusaat's Fox Pro Plus. Actually, I use the Bobcat Pro because everything likes to eat a bobcat. Everything likes to eat a fox. Coyotes will love fox. And same thing with bobcat. Bobcat A lot of baits are
See,
made.
the thing,
Plus, I'm going to be sending you some. I put it in different. They're in some of the jugs I use are reusable jugs that I used,
Mhm.
but I made some bait of my own, and I'm going to be sending you guys some of it. This one, it's with skunk. Some of it's not going to have skunk, so I'll be sending you a couple things of that. I think that's some of it there. Oh yeah, plus I got a soul taker, different things.
We printed
Um,
the
I
names.
put the names on them, and I'm just gonna split it between you and Hunter, and between you and Hunter, we're gonna go. So I got some Apocalypse
see,
from Southern Snails and Supply,
I
which
watch
is a long distance lure. I got
these trapping adventures, Weeby, on
uh,
TV.
do what?
Do you watch Weeby Trapping Adventures?
Oh yeah,
WIE.
yeah, you watch 'em.
I
Plus, I
watch.
got some baits. Plus, I
I
got
watch.
some baits too that I used in lures and stuff, and some. Oh, if I got it here, you can see coyote musks, different things I had that, um, and different things that I got that
You
I've
got a lot.
used. Yeah, there's going to be a fair amount. Plus, with what was already supplied to us, plus now you got Bob going to be sending you some stuff also, so you're gonna have quite a bit of baits and lures and stuff to try and go through this year. And
Um,
a few things that I did, I know work really good, but I cleaned out some of mine, so I'm gonna send it to you guys so you guys can try it, see what you guys think. Like I have like a half a Cots Brothers Toxie Dog, really good. I did really good with that. Um, it's just that I'm trying to cut my bag down to
yeah.
certain things that I really do well with all the time. Um, because I'm one of those guys. If I take everything I want, I got two bags. That's why I had that other bag. I was using it, and two bags starts filling up the back of the truck, and
That
I don't want so much.
See, for me, whenever I go trapping, now that I have more open land, because the land I was trapping beforehand, it was just all wooded, like you could barely even walk through it. Y'all
There's
saw
that.
on my. But now this year, I'm gonna be trapping in a little more of open places. So now I can drive my side by side down through there, and that's
Oh,
gonna make it
nice.
times easier.
Plus, I got you each a Insidious. I
I
took
saw
an
that.
empty box. Huh?
I saw that on Weeby Trapping Adventures.
This Insidious from Southern Snares and Supply.
And
Yeah,
the Apocalypse.
yeah. And this Insidious, I had empty jars, and I actually bought a pint of it. And I had one that was uh it had the original label, and we'll put labels on everything before we get ready to send it.
Mhm.
And uh Bryan gave me a really good deal on it. So, it's just another thing from Bryan with Southern Snares and Supply. He's really always done me really, really well. I mean, if he's had something new, to try, he's given it up. Said, here, hey, try this for me, Um, I tried the Red Fox stuff. I think that's what we caught our Red Fox on last year. I
Yes.
put a little bit of that Wicked Vixen. It's a
I might set.
Red Fox land lure, that Wicked Vixen. And this
Wicked Vic.
stuff has got a really strong smell. When you open that, you can smell the Red Fox in it, and that might help you get your gray.
Until
I'd love to see a gray, because I'll tell you, I've never gotten one. I get them coming by me, but they don't like stepping on my pan.
See,
They even get cat like they'll scratch off. They scratch the
Pan.
dirt off.
you know how to fix that, don't you?
Oh well, it's kind of hard at times, because I put more stuff on it, but fox are one of those that are funny. I know I've watched some old videos. I can't remember what the gentleman's name was. I use wire screen covers for my pants so the dirt don't go through.
Yeah.
And a lot of times he said those are actually when the dirt gets dug off the top. He says a lot of times when you have something like that, the fox for some reason like to rub their paws on that. He used to put a certain type of grit of sandpaper on his pans so that they would keep pushing harder and harder. And that's why I got a feeling the pans were showing, and then that screen was there, and I got a feeling they just got on it and started scrubbing on it and scrubbing on it. And,
See, I was sure a fox is doing that to your pan to lighten up the pan tension.
Well, mine are harder to set up pan tensions, but my pan tensions on mine I use wax because they're harder to set the pan tensions. If you put wax on the back part of the dog, because mine are dogless, and it's right on the pan, you'll have a little thing that looks kind of where it has a stick out and it down. That's right where it locks in for the dog, the set. I put wax in that, and then that brings it usually down to around 2.5 to 3.5, anywhere between 2.5 and 3.5 pound pan tension, and
See,
usually it's closer to that 3 pound range.
See, I run the stock, like I don't lighten them up or anything because I just feel like that's extra work that you don't need. I'm pretty sure they come with a 2.5 pound fan tension, so that's about where I like it. A raccoon can set that off, and so can a coyote and bobcat and everything else.
And we caught raccoons, we catch possums, we catch skunks, we catch them all with that. It just all we take is bow wax. We just have the tube that you use for your bowstring.
Mhm.
You just take that when you're going to set it, just flick a chunk of that on just rub it on the back there and set it. Because there's really no way of really setting it otherwise. And if you ever watch any of Kendall's videos or watch anything on his page, he catches a lot of gray fox with those. And he also uses the extremes, which are the number 3s.
Do y'all watch Kendall Gray?
Who?
Kendall Gray.
I don't. That doesn't sound familiar.
So basically he's like a 21-year-old trapper, hunter. He's like an outdoorsman, and he does it down in Kentucky, but he has like almost 2 million subscribers. I watch him a lot. I've been watching him since I was in 2nd grade. I've always been into like outdoor stuff, but I've never actually like done it really. Like I would go fishing with my grandpa down at the pond, but nothing serious,
Yeah, see, we do a lot of fishing. We do a lot of trout fishing. We got a lot of good trout places to go here. And we'll catch a lot of trout,
Not
bluegill.
with carp though.
Yeah, we don't usually hit the carp too much, because usually the carp fishing and stuff like that, there's really no good places real close here, for that. We have to go off a ways, and we got some really good bluegill, bass, and trout places that we can hit.
What's the biggest?
Usually do that. But with the way Miss Jackie has to work, she's got to work Saturdays and Sundays, and off Mondays and Tuesdays. So weekends it's just me and J-Dan, and Miss Jackie can only go. So during the summers we can do stuff on Mondays and Tuesdays, but
Yeah, we've been busy this year, so it's been crazy.
Yeah, she's been doing a lot of works.
Oh, I was gonna say something. I forgot. Brain fart. My mom, she works she's off Wednesdays and Thursdays,
Mm.
so she has almost as bad hours as you do.
Yeah,
Hey,
we're been
living.
crazy.
How are you?
The same.
Hello, living outdoors. Now that's the guy you want to talk to about fishing. He fishes a lot in northern Minnesota. He told me this last year I should come on up with him.
Climb up there. You
Uh,
can climb up. Right.
up there. He can tell you a lot about that type.
See, what's your biggest bass, Loki?
All right,
We don't get bass huge like you guys down there because ours gets stunning. Hey, live in Minnesota. If you want to jump on up and
click the link.
click the link there, and you can come on, jump up here and talk to PC Outdoors. He's really big on fishing and trapping and hunting.
Invite is still
Yeah,
open.
look, he said the invite's
Invite is
still open.
It's just the time we don't have it.
Yeah, I got sick pretty bad in late winter and spring last year. Live in Minnesota. I got really bad sick. Matter of fact, Miss Jackie wouldn't even let me do all the trapping I wanted to do and ice fishing. I had to have somebody around at all times. I got really bad. So, but if you want to jump up in there and talk, you can come on up.
Yeah.
You're more than invited.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta get the kids to bed.
All right. Yeah, ours boy's a little bit older. I don't even know what time it is yet.
8:30.
8:30. So he's got a couple hours yet before he's got to go to bed. He's pretty smart, so he gets a little spoiled. So he was #1 in the state of Wisconsin for Battle of the Books. Him and his teammates were #1.
I almost got into the state round of the spelling bee.
Yeah, he's
Yo,
real good
his
at that too. But
spelling is always perfect.
yeah,
He's my spelling bee boy.
yeah, that's it. When he's my dictionary. Jaden, how do you spell? And okay, he'll tell me.
Because that is really bad in spelling.
I usually get it right.
Yeah.
I'm in 7th grade, and I have a 5th grade reading level.
Yeah,
Nice.
he's a
Fifth?
5th grade and he's up there too. He's got like a
Way up
7th.
high.
He's 2 years above his level. He's in 5th grade, but he reads 7th grade levels.
Nah.
So he's always
Brother,
been doubled up. So
Okay, brother.
been real happy with that. He not like me. I hated reading. I hated school and all of that. So there's PC come back. You left there for a minute again.
Yeah, no, I was trying to click the chat thing so I could see the comments, and I accidentally pressed leave.
Oh.
Yeah, well, you got.
At 8:45, I gotta get off here, y'all.
All right. Yeah, we'll
But-
probably be getting off soon ourselves. And
Levin said, if you want to see a big bass,
oh yeah,
tune
here you
into
go.
the MFL Locks tomorrow.
Yeah, if you want to watch some really good fishing, PC, you really got to join this guy's links. He is really good. They catch a lot of bass, a lot of walleye. Oh man, some huge perch.
They're awesome.
You name it, they catch an awful lot.
I can take them all.
Yeah,
including the heads.
yeah, that's Jackie.
Including the heads.
Miss Jackie was watching him throwing some back last year, and she was crying, screaming at the screen. Miss Jackie don't throw fish back. She's big time, you know.
I
When
took them whole. So.
Yeah, when she lived in the Philippines, that was the main #1 thing. Everything else was too expensive, but she loved to eat her loves to eat her fish, so you can't throw
I do
nothing
catch
back.
and release too.
Huh?
I do catch and release. I do catch and release. I catch them and then I release them in the grease.
Jackie's release is in the fry pan. That's Jackie's release, right to the fry pan.
Unless they're really itty bitty.
Yeah, unless they're too small. But then if we're not catching a whole lot, them small ones are looking pretty big for us. You don't want to let them go. Yeah, she don't like letting anything roll anymore.
We eat the whole thing, so
Yeah, I'm not much into fish.
I don't fillet them.
I only like certain types of fish.
You
And,
know that if you want to get rid of the fishy flavor on a fish, you can soak them in mustard for 2 hours before you cook them.
Yeah.
That's a trick my nana uses on our, because the blue cats around here, they taste super fishy.
Yeah, the carp is so fishy. Yeah, we have carp in the Philippines. That's why we marinate it for a long time too, or leave it in the bucket alive to release all the gunk.
Did you drink up? Somebody drink up my?
No.
They're drinking up all my Kool-Aid.
No, that was on your side.
They're drinking up all my Kool-Aid.
That's on your side.
So we only keep what we can eat that day. I don't like freezing them.
Jackie can eat a limit of fish every day living in Minnesota. If she'll eat a fish, she'll eat my limit, Jaden's limit, and her limit all in one day.
Eat the fish anyway.
See, I have 5 bass in the freezer right now. Y'all eat bass or no?
I do love it.
She loves the fish.
Orange or purple Kool-Aid.
Oh, this one is the tropical punch.
They're good.
The Kool-Aid Jammers. That's one of Jaden's favorites right there.
So it's blue Kool-Aid.
Yeah, so it comes out like a bluish color, yeah. But that's his favorite.
This is what I've been snacking.
That and he likes the raisin. What's the other one? The Capri Sun.
Those are my favorite candies right here.
He likes the Capri Sun, but what is it? What is that flavor?
I eat small bass.
No, the Capri Sun.
Capri Sun, yeah.
Something coolers.
Pacific
Coolers.
I eat small bass. I eat small or big.
Yeah, she'll eat it all. Yeah. She got mad when she's got to put them back. She's like, "That's a big fish." I said, "Yeah, but that'll get you a big ticket. You got to throw that one back." She's.
I was just like,
yeah, so
play in the TV, so.
Yeah, so
like, oh my gosh.
She's got to put them back. She gets mad when she's got to put them back because they're even just an inch too short. She's like, "Man, I could eat that."
So there's this one pond that's beside my house at my dad's, and we throw them back if they're under. I mean, we eat them if they're under 3 pounds. Because whenever the people went to stock that pond, they put way too many bass for that small pond. So if they're under 3 pounds, we eat them. The biggest fish we've ever caught out of there, I caught it. It was a 6-pound largemouth.
Nice.
My biggest largemouth is 10.5.
See, we got spots like that here where they're stunted because there's so many of them. You can keep, what is it? You're allowed to keep 10 under 15 inches, but between 15 and 21 inches, you have to throw them back. And then you're allowed to keep one that's over 21 inches. But you can catch all the small ones you want and keep going, you know.
Yeah.
You know, but down there by you guys got that longer seasons, you know, for growing. Here they get froze out. We get ice coming, and then they start slowing down their metabolisms, and you know, we don't get them.
We don't get ice like y'all do. We can't even stand on our ice. Whenever ice is over, everyone stays inside out here because last year we had that big snow and ice, you know, and this 9-year-old girl went out on the top layer of one of the back corners of our lake was frozen, and she was able to walk on it, and she walked about 20 feet out, and the ice broke from under her, and that 4-year-old girl drowned.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to be careful on ice.
Mhm.
Here we had quite a bit of ice last year, so we were pushing almost 2 foot of ice.
I don't even mess with that.
Yeah, see, we had almost 2 foot of ice. You can look
Yeah,
on some
whenever
of our videos where we had even live in Minnesota. His channel, he goes way up north, and they do a lot of ice fishing way up.
They get
I want to try ice
Ice.
fishing.
Yeah, he said you can drive semis out there. Yeah,
Wow, see
well, they get 40 inches plus because
because they are
they're
way
way northern. More,
I
they're
see.
quite a ways northern. He goes up close to right up by the Canadian border.
Oh, that's where the one that we're watching. Oh my god, it's kind of like thrilling when they pass in the with a truck. They
Yeah,
put
that's
chain in
Canada,
it.
but they're not. Yeah, but they're
But I
not.
mean, yeah.
But he's close to the Minnesota border,
border.
Minnesota Canadian
Canada.
border,
Wow,
where they
okay.
go up there.
See, I want
Yeah,
to.
that's always been a dream of mine to go up that way and do some ice fishing, but last
I
so
want to
many
go
years,
to.
it's been terrible.
I want to go to Canada and go bear hunting.
Yeah. Pooh Bear's been bear hunting with me. He was 5 years old when we went. We climbed down out. We'd never seen a bear. We climbed down, and all of a sudden we heard a bear growl. And he said, "Dad, what was that?" And I said, "That was the bear." I said, "He's laughing at us, saying that he ain't coming into our bait. He's
That's
laughing
exactly
at us."
what my papa says whenever I can't kill a deer.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna
You
do
want,
his first. He's gonna do his first.
Oh man.
Butcher the bear. God, that's my favorite meat. I love bear meat.
I never tried it yet.
Oh, that's the
No.
best, sweetest. I love bear meat. I that's my favorite all time meat. Makes really good uh Italian sausage.
I would love to try one, but they did not get to shoot one.
Yeah, we were up that last time when we went, it's been 5 years now. And he froze up.
I just want to say again, I'm fixing to have to get off here and do some things, but I just want to say again, thank y'all like so much that y'all are getting all this together for me and Hunter. You know,
Yeah.
without
Well,
you guys, I wouldn't be in trapping. I wouldn't be in hunting and fishing and outdoors. I would still be stuck behind a screen for 4.5, 5 hours a day. So I just want to thank y'all for.
that's why we do this, because one of the things we always say is take a friend, take your girlfriend, take your wife, take a kid, take your neighbor's kid, grandpa, take somebody with, show them how. We take people with to show them just to see what it's like. Miss Jackie, she's from a foreign country that doesn't do this type of stuff.
We just do rats. We just like put a
mouse
poison
traps.
thing with
Yeah,
rice.
yeah, they
Or
just
mouse traps.
yeah, lay rat traps and
I'm
stuff.
good with it.
And she can catch some rats now.
Even here.
Not water rats, but barn rats. She can kill the hell out of them things.
I'm pretty good in it.
But and Jaden too. Jaden and them, they go at it. So, and so we hope that all this is going to help you out. When does your season start?
I think I'll email you and let you know.
Okay.
Right.
Email us the address should be the one. Yeah. But we will put together this one. Yeah, because he was.
Yeah, because we had 2 different emails for you. That's why we didn't know what was going on.
Yeah. See, before I had emailed you off trailerpark something at yahoo.com or Gmail. But my real email is whenever I used to play a lot of video games. That's I emailed you off that one.
You see a lot of that stuff?
Yeah.
That's a lot of that plus the bag and some traps. So it's not going to be not going to be a smaller box anyway. So it's going to
Yeah.
be a fairly decent size box. Plus,
For you and Hunter.
our two of the guys that's are sponsoring some of the stuff. We got to thank big shout out to Southern Snares and Supply,
To Bryan
Bryan
P.
and his family. That handed up some lures for you guys. Lesel Reusaat for handing up some stuff too, and
To Mr. Bob.
Bob Rengachero, I think is his name, with East Fork Predator Baits. We'll be sending
He's
it off
gonna
to
be
you,
sending
and he'll be sending you off some stuff too. So you're going to be getting set up with plenty of baits, lures, and urines for your
trapping season.
trapping season. So we hope that you're going to enjoy it, and we really thank you from the bottom of our family that you came and joined us tonight, so we
Yes.
could show you a lot of the stuff that we had gotten, and got to talk with you, because it's
Yeah.
always good talking to the youth that are coming up, showing that you guys are willing to learn, and you are willing to do a lot better. So, and
you know what you're doing since he's seen
Yeah,
seen your video. So that's
yeah, and like he said, uh with no, I forgot what I was gonna say. She's gonna tell me I'm getting old now. But a lot of our friends, they are they just gave us stuff to hand out to you guys. So, and we know that you're gonna do it. Oh, and like Bob said, you found where coyote was last year. That coyote's going to be there. We have traps where we put in the same spot year after year, and we catch many, 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 many.
the other day I was driving and I was scouting to see where I was going to trap, and I nearly hit a coyote.
Yeah, and they're, like I said, last year we caught what, 5 coyotes and a bobcat. The year before that same spot, we got 4 or 5 coyotes and a fox. We have a couple other that we do the same thing. We hit a lot of our spots are in the same spots year after year. The thing is, you got to find the sign. You find the footprints. You find the scat. So
See, there's
you find
this
all that,
riverbed.
you're going to be
There's
a
this
great.
riverbed on the place that I'm going to be trapping, and I was fishing there, and I saw a crap ton of raccoon traps. So
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna set, like, you couldn't even tell that they were raccoon traps until you look closer because of how many there were.
Right, and sometimes setting 2 and 3 traps around there, or even more. You'll get them.
Scout in your area first before you
Yeah.
put in your trap, and where the wind blow. So that
Most of our
you're
wind comes out of the north.
so
Right. Yeah. During early season, ours comes from the southwest, and then as it starts heading into November, December, it starts west, northwest, north, and then everything switches. That's when it starts getting really cold.
Earlier.
And then our tundra starts freezing a foot or two thick, and then it's hard to do anything. But
the best raccoon bait is fish mixed with anise oil.
yeah, fish mixed with anise oil.
We're not allowed
Oil.
to use anise oil here.
Yeah.
The oil that I fry the fish
Yeah.
or bacon.
That's what Live in Minnesota said. It's
Yeah.
the best raccoon bait is fish mixed with anise oil.
And it works for mink.
Yeah, it
and
works for
muskrat
mink and
too.
muskrat too, which that's
It's
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta get off here. I want to say thank y'all though. Like,
All right.
Good
Thank
night,
you,
Hunter.
and take care.
bye.
PC.
Don't forget to
and
like y'all.
Or thank you,
Yeah.
PC. Well, I said Hunter, but
Hunter Hunter.
Your
hapon,
peers,
Hunter
right?
was peers.
Yeah.
Peers.
well, you take care, and when you see us again, you come up and join us. You're more than
Anytime.
welcome with us anytime.
All right.
Okay.
Have a good night.
All right. And
Bye.
I think you're gonna get at least 10 and
Bye.
I think you're gonna get at least 10 coyotes.
Hopefully.
All right,
Bye,
you
y'all.
take care, brother.
See
Bye.
you.
You
Bye.
too. Bye, Jaden.
Bye.
Yeah. We're giving them away a lot of baits and lures for their, because they're a young trapper. So
Yeah, we showed a lot of this is what what we're giving them. There's stuff in
that's the bag
there's a box and some lures.
and traps.
We had some stuff donated to us at the WTA. We from Southern Snares and Supply and Lesel Reusaat. I'm going to be giving some of mine plus
Mr. Bob.
Mr. Bob Rod
Roach.
Rodeghero or
Rodeghero.
something right here. We're gonna he's gonna be sending them some stuff. We talked with him. He's with East Fork Predator Baits.
And he's one of our subscriber.
Yeah, he's one of our subscribers, and he noticed us at the Wisconsin Trappers Association.
He's in the big guy.
Yeah, he looked at me and he says, "Well, that's only one ugly guy. I know that's got to be low key," because he's seen Jackie and there he was up here too, and he talked me into getting this here bait or lure. It's a coyote food lure. It's actually made with beaver liver. It actually smells pretty sweet. It'd probably be good to make mix with some beaver meat.
And I bought some apple pie from him.
Yeah.
It smells so good. I can't wait to try
It's not an actual pie. It's a
bait.
bait. It's a bait. It's a bait we got that she got. She opened it. She liked the smell of it, and it actually really does smell like some awesome apple pie. So and like I said, can you look at her and then you look at me, and she said, I when we were dating, I am the beauty, she is the beast. So now I'm after 11 years of marriage, I'm the ugly fat man devil. I'm the devil. I think all the husbands understand that one.
Yeah, so we just would like to share it to the kids, and
yeah, that's why we got it, because we're going to where did I put it? We're going to use them in some dog proofs. I'm going to be giving them some of these here dog proofs. If I can get them in, they're the Diablo brand dog proof. I'm going to send them some of those.
This one looks good too. It's like
Yeah.
Jello.
Plus, Lesel Reusaat gave me some of these. It's this one's shellfish,
Oh,
and the other one is
it's like
it's
Snake?
anise.
oh,
So they go around.
oh, is it? How can? What's
Yeah,
the
you
smell?
stick it down in a hole, and the thing goes there,
Is it
and then
stinky?
it sticks up. It smells like you might want to eat it. Oh, that
Like a Jello.
it smells like a fish jello, I guess. Yeah. It's jelly bean. See what I mean? She's already wanting to chow on it.
No.
So, but yeah, they're going to be getting one of those, and we're going to have a big box for him of stuff. So can't wait for him to see what we're getting. He caught one last year, and he wants to get three.
At least three.
At least 3 coyotes.
He's a
But
pretty cool kid.
with everything he learning and he coming onto our channel,
Joining with other.
yeah, talking with us and talking with other channels,
trappers, yeah.
and he's keeping it alive too, and that's what we always talk about. Keeping the tradition alive. Take a friend, a neighbor, family member, child, your neighbor's child, whatever, just to keep things moving. To keep them teaching. And even we did some interviews up there. We're going to be posting those. We'll have some interviews coming out. And from what Jeff Dunlop and
Mr. Bob.
Lesel Reusaat, and also with this Bob Rodeghero. I don't know. I'm probably butchering it. And Kurt with No BS Lures and Baits. It's Kendall's brother. We had some of theirs, so those are going to be coming up. I'm going to be doing a couple videos on the No BS 1.5 and the No BS dog proofs. I'm going to be sending stuff up like that and kind of make things start going here. Seeing we're starting to do a lot better. Miss Jackie's been really busy this year with work. I've been terrible with being sick and everything. So, and I tell you, live in Minnesota, them dog proofs are good. I like them because, man, you get them in. You just got to make sure if you tie it up off around a tree that there's not a lot of chain that they can get up and swing it around something to get it pulled out. Then you're gonna have a problem. They'll pull out every single time. Because we learned that lesson. You got to keep that stuff short and keep it to where they can't get up over a limb or something. I've been starting to stake them to trees with number two what do they call that? Fencing nail.
Hello, sister and businesswoman. Good evening.
Hey, hello, sister. How you doing tonight? Glad you showed up. And plus, this year we're hoping that we can make it to 1,000. Well, we should have been, but I don't know. YouTube likes to take so many away. I mean, Christ, they took over 300 away from us. It's just I don't know why. We've had so many. I'm thinking we're getting up there. We're up over 700, and next thing you know, we're back down to 470 stuff. So
We'll get there.
we'll get there. So we're just hoping. Yeah, and it's getting late, and we're probably going to wrap her up.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
Jaden's getting hungry, and he's snacking on his Doritos over there. You know, he can't live without his Doritos. Kid's a Dorito freak. He gets that after his mom. Him and them two love their Doritos.
Sometimes.
No, I don't want none, son.
So, all right. Have a good night. And all of this stuff, we're going to share it to the kids. And we would like to say thank you again for all, those people that share their stuff for the young kids, young trappers. So from the bottom of our heart, we'd like to say thank you.
Yep, thank you. Thank you to everybody that's helped sponsored. Thank you, Lesel Reusaat. Thank you, Bryan McKee and his whole family with Southern Snares and Supply. And thank you, Mr. Bob. Here's his card. I keep butchering the name, so it's just easier for me to show it. Thank you, Mr. Bob, for wanting to send stuff out. Everybody take care and
Have a good
thank
night.
you. And take a friend, take a family member, take anybody you can with on the trap line. Take a kid fishing. I know living MD, Minnesota there, he takes out people fishing, everything's cool. And thank you, PA Trapping. And yes, I seen your thing up there, PA. I do have some 1.5 no BS traps, and I tell you what, those are very stout traps. I know a lot of people that do use them, and they usually, the way that Kendall says to set them up, you set them up as a kill type, where it actually, it'll actually, when it snaps, it'll actually snap on the body of a mink or muskrat, and it usually kills them up. And we're going to do a video on those, so you'll have to come back and check on that. So everybody, we appreciate you signing in. Jaden appreciates his bag of Doritos.
I gotta.
That mama got him from work today, and we appreciate everybody coming. So
Have a good night.
have a good night, and thank you, and God bless.